Well, after a 2-week fundraising campaign, the 43rd CHEO Telethon raises over $600,000 in awareness for the Children's Hospital. Good evening. Thousands of dollars going to the Children's Hospital of Eastern Ontario after today's annual CHEO Telethon, and we'll get to a recap of that in just a moment. But first, we begin tonight in Orleans, where a parent is speaking out, warning others in the area after a coyote attacked her son and leaving him injured earlier this week. CTV's Kimberley starts us off.
A coyote roaming a park in Orleans Saturday afternoon, just days after a 14-year-old was attacked.
He said, "You have to pick me up. I was attacked. And he says, "My leg, it's hurting."
CTV News has agreed not to identify the boy's mother, who says her son was ambushed by 3 coyotes while riding his bike along a path in the Lalande Conservation Area around 8 o'clock Thursday night.
Coyote at the top here that just started charging at him as he was driving his bike, and then he said he was going so fast that he had like some dust behind his legs that he could see, and then 2 coyotes from the side came.
She says he threw his bike at the larger coyote to escape.
And then he took his helmet and he threw it at the smaller one, trying to get him to dislodge from his foot, but they were still going at him. So then at that point, he started to physically try, like with his hands, either by hitting and punching.
He managed to free himself. After attempts to retrieve his bike, the animals continued to howl, growl, and bark, so he escaped by sprinting in the opposite direction.
It was worrisome because, and he is a 14-year-old boy. He is 5'9", 5'10", on an adult-sized bike, and they still went at him.
Officials say coyote attacks are extremely rare. The city says it confirms it's aware of the situation and has been monitoring a coyote den in the area. Over the past few weeks, warning signs have been put up, and the city has asked residents to stay away.
It's a serious concern. We've had issues with the coyotes. We've even changed our walk to school. The kids are a little nervous about it, and we can hear them outside at night.
In this area, we've been cohabiting with coyotes, but with all the construction, we see them more here.
In a statement, Area Councillor Catherine Kitts says the incident has changed the city's approach to dealing with this coyote den. Multiple city departments are actively working together to assess the situation and develop an effective and coordinated response. The boy was treated at CHEO with wounds to his left leg.
I hope it doesn't happen elsewhere because it could be different depending on who it is as well, too.
Kimberley Johnson, CTV News.
Ottawa police say a man is wanted in connection with a 2024 homicide in Little Italy and was arrested in Turkey. According to police, 31-year-old Gabriel Bacal was arrested in Turkey after a biometric fingerprint check at the country's border matched him to an Interpol red notice. He was wanted for first-degree murder after 33-year-old Jam Robel was shot dead on Champaign Avenue South on January 29th of 2024. Bacal was 19th on the BOLO program's Canadian Most Wanted list. Police say he appeared in court today. Ottawa fire crews worked to extinguish a large barn fire last night. Crews called to the 4000 block of York's Corner Road near Marinville around 8:40 Friday night to find the barn fully engulfed in flames, spreading to an attached silo. It took just over an hour for firefighters to get the blaze under control. One firefighter sustained a minor injury. All right, we'll take our first check of weather. That's a look at the Byward Market tonight. And around 1 o'clock this afternoon, Environment Canada, they issued a yellow watch for a severe thunderstorm here in the Ottawa area. This was a look today from the Gatineau side of the Alexandria Bridge looking toward Ottawa. Environment Canada saying the thunderstorm expected to produce wind gusts of up to 90 kilometers an hour as well as hail. Now, some areas experienced multiple rounds of thunderstorms with rainfall of up to 50 millimeters. Here's a look at a time lapse from our sky cam this afternoon. The rain came in hard and heavy across the region again for a few hours this afternoon. But now this is a live look through our Centennial Glass sky cam. It's 18 degrees and good news, the thunderstorm watch, it has ended. It ended around 10 o'clock tonight for those severe thunderstorms. So we do have a chance of showers in the overnight hours, but again, that thunderstorm watch has ended from Environment Canada. Chance of showers continue throughout Sunday and then Monday. looks like it's going to be much sunnier. Here's a look at how the next 24 hours are shaping up. Clearing toward the afternoon. We could hit 24 degrees, our high for your Sunday. And again, right now we're dealing with a chance of showers again in the overnight hours, and 18 degrees here in Ottawa. Well, the wet and rainy conditions, it didn't stop CFL fans from showing up for the Ottawa Redblacks home opener on Saturday night. Thousands packing Lansdowne despite a soggy evening. And as CTV's Josh Marano tells us, our nation is bringing the energy to TD Place.
The ponchos were out, the umbrellas were up, but the rain didn't keep Jeffrey Marshall away from kicking off another Ottawa Redblacks season.
We've been through them all. Snowstorm, rainstorm, windstorm, wind shears. We're still standing. We're swimming home.
Forecasts calling for up to 15 millimeters of rain Saturday, something fans say they haven't experienced during a home opener.
This is the first time where game time comes with a storm.
Sooner have a June rain than a November rain.
We've obviously made a lot of changes, new coaching staff, a lot of new free agents brought in, and the roster's been turned over, so we're really excited about the year ahead.
Everyone hoping to improve on last year, especially with some new faces on the team, including former Toronto Argonauts head coach Ryan Dinwiddie at the helm.
I really think they have a good shot this year. If they go to the Grey Cup, I'll fly to Calgary, not drive, but I'm expecting them, if not this year, maybe in Saskatchewan in 2 years.
The crowd also providing a welcome boost for businesses in the glebe, with fans looking to keep dry before heading in.
The fans are very excited, and we're excited, and we're seeing it by even the preseason game last week was good, and now even with this one's good.
Having a new coach has intrigued me a little bit more, and I think this is going to be a successful year, more than the last 5-6 years that we've had.
It was also the first game day look at Lansdowne, with construction on the 2.0 project continuing in the background.
We're far more concerned about what happens next year when the north side stands come down. For us this year, we don't see any big changes other than a little bit of inconvenience.
Despite the fencing, detours, and downpour, Marshall says no matter the weather, he's here to cheer on his favorite team.
The receiving core looks good. The O-line looks awesome. Defense has been rebuilt. We're expecting a lot of excitement tonight.
Josh Marano, CTV News.
And after the rain let up enough for the action to start on the field, the Redblacks kicked off their 2026 campaign against the Edmonton Elks.
Bear takes the snap, hands it off, out of a boy, drives the legs. Touchdown for the Canadian, the first points for the Redblacks in 2026.
Daniel Adebaboye takes it in for the 1-yard touchdown rush, the first points of the season for the Redblacks there. But the 13-point deficit, too much to overcome against the Elks. Edmonton spoils the home opener for Ottawa. 29-21 is your final score. The Redblacks, so they have a bye in week 2, and then they're back at it for week 3 when the Toronto Argos visit TD Place. Well, it was an incredible display of support and community love at the 43rd annual CHEO Telethon right here on CTV today. CTV's Natalie Van Rooy has a recap.
Lights, camera, action as the CHEO Telethon takes over the CTV Ottawa studios. A colorful display of support for children and their families that rely on advanced treatments at the hospital, like 10-year-old Charley.
CHEO means a lot to me. They've done a lot for us and did a lot of stuff for me that I'm really grateful for.
3, 2, 1, and start the clock. So at this point, moving forward.
It's donations raised here that helped to save her life while battling cancer.
All the donations from years prior to this saved my daughter's life. I hope it helps other families when they're going through this too, to see even all the people who donate. Hope it helps with donations.
The phone lines open as donations poured in during the 3-hour broadcast. CTV Ottawa anchor Patricia Boal hosting.
This is one of our favorite days of the year, the CHEO Telethon. It is a wonderful event to see the support in the community and to meet some of these incredible families, and this year was no exception. It was really one of my favorite telethons, I think, today.
The telethon showcasing 6 children and their families sharing their journeys and triumphs at CHEO.
It's such an important day for us to get a chance to tell some stories and bring the community behind the scenes and see the impact of their giving.
Donations will help patients and build a new integrated treatment center.
You can see the physical improvements in the spaces that we're building at CHEO, really showing as our population grows and the complexity of care grows, we need to grow our spaces, and that's happening.
CTV personalities keeping the energy high as the kids take it all in. More than $600,000 raised over a 2-week campaign for the CHEO Hospital. Natalie Van Rooy, CTV News.
All right, coming up, the thunderstorm watch has ended for the Ottawa area. We'll have a look at your extended forecast when we come back. We'll get a look behind the scenes at several buildings generally closed to the public this weekend at Doors Open Ottawa. Visitors getting a glimpse inside the home of Canada's Governor General at Rideau Hall. Staterooms and the grounds are open for self-guided tours. All right, we'll take another look at what's happening weather-wise. Yeah, it's a wet Saturday here in the capital. We'll take a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. Rainy conditions continue. We could see another shower in the overnight hours. 18 degrees here in Ottawa. But again, the severe thunderstorm that was issued from Environment Canada that morning, it has ended. So we'll take a look through our satellite radar. Again, we have the system that's sticking with us here, and it's going to stick with us for a little bit into our Sunday as well. But by Monday, things should clear out pretty nicely. Tonight's lows, 15 degrees, and again, a chance of showers for the overnight. Pretty much the same thing along the Seaway, but we're looking at 13 degrees in Trenton, 9 degrees in Bancroft, 13 in Pembroke, 14 toward Kittigan-Zibi. We've got 14 in Maniwaki, 13 for Petawawa, Gatineau, 15 for Kemptville, 16 for both the Montreal area as well as Mont-Tremblant. Now, as for tomorrow's highs, again, in the morning, more showers toward the evening, more sunshine and clearer conditions. 24 are high for the Ottawa area, 23 for Cornwall and Brockville, 26 for Kingston and Trenton, 24 for Pembroke, 24 for Kittigan-Zibi. 24 for Gatineau, Petawawa, and Kemptville, 20 degrees for Mont-Tremblant, 21 degrees up toward Maniwaki. Here's how the week is shaping up. Again, more showers, mainly in the morning hours for your Sunday, 24 degrees the high. And then on Monday and Tuesday, sunshine. We could hit 30 degrees for the middle of next week. Well, Atletico Ottawa wrapping up their West Coast road trip with a match against Vancouver FC last night.
Boulan's one of those substitutes, tries to go between the legs. Great ball and a terrific finish from Balou Tabla.
In the 73rd minute, Balou Tabla cuts the lead 2-1, but that's all the offense that this game would see. Back-to-back scoring games, though, for Tabla, who also becomes Atletico's all-time appearance record holder with 110 matches for the club. Now, Vancouver FC, they hang on for the win, 2-1. Atletico is back at home on Tuesday when they host the expansion club, FC Supra, and that'll be at TD Place Stadium.
I've been wanting to get back into soccer and picking up the skills again, so I thought I'd give it a shot.
All right, up next, as Ottawa marks its 200th anniversary, the city is celebrating all things sports. CTV's Camille Wilson has more after the break.
We don't hover it over artifacts, we actually just plot it in different places.
Here's another look at Doors Open Ottawa this weekend across the capital at the Ingenium Centre, the home of Canada's largest museum devoted to science and technology. More than 150,000 collected items are on display, as well as more than 100,000 library items, historic photographs, and archival documents. Well, as Ottawa marks its 200th anniversary, the city is celebrating sports here in the capital. Over the weekend, everyone is invited to the community centers, parks, and fields across Ottawa to participate in more than 100 free events. CTV's Camille Wilson has the details.
Roommates Rachel Mole and Abby Crawford are taking a swing at some new sports.
I feel like we wanted to do more sports and stuff in the summer, and this was a cool opportunity.
We recently got pickleball paddles, so I feel like it made us start thinking about sports in the summer. And you've played a little bit of table tennis before, and we thought it would just be fun.
The friends participating in Sports 200, an initiative encouraging Ottawa residents to get active for National Health and Fitness Day.
2 days, everyone plays.
It's very tiring. It's taking my breath away. My stamina isn't there yet, so it's challenging, but it's fun.
Mother and daughter duo Melissa and Shanice Garcia hoping that participating in the event will motivate them.
I've been wanting to get back into soccer and picking up the skills again, so I thought I'd give it a shot. It's a new experience. but getting used to it, learning new skills. So hopefully I'll continue on with it after this.
Mole and Crawford signed up for yoga as well and kayaking Sunday.
I know the schedule like in full detail, and we were like, well, these, like, we can't do both of these because the times overlap.
A weekend across the city with more than 1,200 participants across 40 locations, helping to mark the 200th anniversary of Ottawa through sport.
We did this because we really believe sport as a connector for community, building strong people and bringing people together to celebrate through sport.
More than 100 free sport opportunities, driving home the idea that sport belongs to everyone, everywhere.
We really appreciate it, especially, I mean, you're a student and I'm kind of newer in the workforce, so not making a ton of money. So it's nice to have the opportunity to do something like this for free.
Camille Wilson, CTV News.
I don't know, it's like any other marriage except it's longer.
All right, still ahead, an Ontario couple is celebrating a rare milestone with their oak anniversary. All right, more from Doors Open Ottawa this weekend. This is a look inside Laurier House with self-guided tours this weekend, commemorating two of Canada's most notable prime ministers, Sir Wilfrid Laurier and the Right Honourable William Lyon Mackenzie King. Well, an Ontario couple is celebrating a milestone. Raymond and Teresa Taylor are 99 and 98 years old, respectively. They still live at home and celebrating their 80th wedding anniversary. CTV's Lydia Schubach reports from Timmins.
Raymond and Teresa Taylor arrived at their 80th wedding anniversary party in their 1948 Plymouth. The couple was then piped into the hall and were greeted by family and friends.
At first, my dad said, well, at 98 and 99, all our friends are gone. I said, oh, you've got lots of people who love you and care for you. There'll be lots of people to come. So he said, okay, let's do another party.
The Taylors were married on June 5th, 1946 in Timmins.
I don't know, it's like any other marriage except it's longer. That's about all I can say. It's been a good marriage. We have 7 kids. And I think it's 22 grandchildren. So it's been quite productive.
He was a good man. A good father and a real good husband, good man. Get mad at him sometimes, but I'm the boss and he's the boss. There's 2 bosses.
Congratulatory certificates also arrived in time from numerous politicians, including letters from Pope Leo XIV and King Charles III.
That's pretty cool.
A clean, simple life filled with love and faith is what we always get and what we feel from them as well all the time.
I just love the way they respect other people, and people should respect them because they've been, they lead by example, and they're just wonderful, wonderful, genuine people.
Raymond worked 44 years driving a truck for Brewers Warehousing, and Teresa started off as a telephone operator and also sold Tupperware. They continue to live in their own home, which they built, and where they raised their family. All but one of their children still live in Timmins. Lydia Schubach, CTV News, Timmins.
All right, coming up in a battle of the birds, what a day for Ernie Clement as the Jays play the Orioles this afternoon.
Hairstyles, courtesy of Salon Fiorella.
All right, let's take another look at your wake-up weather. Again, it's going to be a wet one in the overnight into the morning. 18 degrees is what we'll be waking up to here in Ottawa, and we'll be hitting about 24 degrees in the afternoon when things start to clear up. And then on Monday and Tuesday, lots of sunshine in the forecast. You got 27 degrees on Monday, 30 degrees on Tuesday, and that could be sticking in the 30s for the rest of the week. All right, the Jays continue their series with the Baltimore Orioles at the Rogers Centre this afternoon.
Clement drives it left field and deep. It is gone!
Ernie Clement clubbed in a 3-run homer in the 3rd to break a 1-1 tie. The fan favorite then tripled and scored in the 5th to put the Jays past the Orioles 6-4. The series rubber match goes tomorrow at the Rogers Centre just after 1:30 p.m. is the first pitch. All right, well, that's CTV News for this Saturday, June the 6th. CTV News continues online anytime with our digital team, keeping you up to date at ctvnewsottawa.ca. For all of us here at CTV News, thanks so much for watching. Have a great night.